they're blood-stained angels. So yeah, and they're like
going live.
Oh, we're going back live.
We're live.
Right, we're live.
We're live.
Oh, wait, yep. All right, we're back. So where were we up to?
Aaron was just joining the situation.
Yeah.
We just got Aaron in.
You were talking about Motley Crue.
I was not.
So sorry everyone. So basically what happened was the power tripped at my house because of the weather, unfortunately, but we're all good. We're back. So we were talking about Motley Crue. Please don't cut the power again. But so wait, where were we actually up to?
Well,
so,
I think you were talking about the DJs now that they press play.
Yeah, in Tomorrowland, and
that's right.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's all swapped, and it sucks because it's like
Venues.
I interviewed this guy called Mike Nair for episode 200, and he used to be in a band in the early 2000s, and they would actually play at the Lookout, and apparently that's where people would just go to the Lookout in Scarborough just to go and hear bands. But obviously now it's all DJs. They've covered the pool in, became Matisse, then it became Lookout again, yada yada yada. Time goes on, but more venues for bands.
Yes.
So,
There are a few of them now. Very few.
so then how often do you guys rehearse then? And like, so with the album that's coming out, like how many tracks are on the album so far?
So there's 8 tracks. We rehearse probably every fortnight. I'm FIFO, so I'm away for a week.
Yep.
I do have job share now, so I'm home for 5 weeks period, so which is good because Kieran and I can work on the album, mixing and mastering it, and then it gives us a chance at least 5 weeks in a row to rehearse.
Yeah.
And think of a bunch of songs we can play when we obviously the album launch and stuff like that. So
yeah.
And we're lucky enough to rehearse at our very own rehearsal studio.
Okay.
VHS in O'Connor.
Oh, so is it your own, like?
Yeah, so VHS has been there for about 27 years now, 28 years.
Okay.
It used to be owned by a guy called Andy.
Okay.
We used to rehearse there because we were rehearsing at a place called Big Beat, but they shut down.
Yeah.
So we found VHS and started rehearsing there, and then I think it was about 6 months after rehearsing there, he said he was going to sell it. So he said, you'll have to look for another venue. We said, well, we're interested in buying it. He said no. So I was like, okay. So about a month later, he come back and said, I'm still interested in selling it. Do you want to buy it? It's like, yes, please. So we bought it, and slowly we're turning it into, instead of a rehearsal studio, we're going to turn it into a recording studio as well.
So how is it owning a rehearsal studio then? Like, that's amazing. Like,
it is amazing. It's like anything, it has its ups and downs and stuff like that, but yeah, it is amazing. The fact that my drum kit and everything's set up there, you can just walk in and just play instead of dragging stuff in, because I've got a big drum kit, so it takes about 45 minutes to set up. So
what drum kit have you got so the guys can look it up?
I don't know if they'll have it's a Pell Masters.
Okay.
It was bought back in 2001 for the Diatribe band. It was $18,000 at the time.
18 for a drum kit.
For a drum kit.
Whoa.
18,000. It's because it's a custom. It's not just a standard. It's actually custom made to my specifics of what I wanted when I was in the band Diatribe. We just wanted big toms and big everything loud, as a metal band does, sort of thing.
That's it. Yeah.
And then after that, I just kept adding to it, and because I feel the drums is like any instrument. Like you can either keep your beat, or you can actually enhance the music, so to speak, or just make it different, sort of thing. So
that's when we had Noel and Stroke on, Nate actually told me how it's like, which I never actually thought about until he said it, but it's like the drums are the heartbeat of every song. As
a Daryl, who the guitarist in Adelaide, Diatribe, I remember we were gigging for about 3 years, because we used to do the East Coast and stuff like that, and I remember them, so it was a bass player, guitarist, drum, me, and singer. So them three would be up the front, I'd be up the back behind my huge kit, no one would see me. And I'd always be like, I miss out on, I don't want to say the fame, but I miss out because them three would get the attention because they're up front.
Yeah.
And the guitarist said to me something that was really just has stuck with me since. It's like, dude, they are dancing to your beat.
That's it. Yeah.
They're not listening to the guitars and going, that's sick, or the singer and going, that's cool. They probably are. But if you watch everyone, they're on your time. They're dancing to your song, and it's like, I never thought of that before. That's actually pretty good.
Exactly.
So each to their own and stuff like that. So
yeah. And so what about you guys then? So like, which instruments do you guys play? So we can actually look them up and Google them. Is it like that?
Similar. I could probably drop shot whatever it is, airdrop a photo to Kieran, and
Yeah, do that, and then we can pull it up. But then what about you, Simon? So, like, what's your...
It's a rhythm guitar.
Yeah.
I started off thinking that I could be, the next Jimmy Page.
Yeah.
But I soon realised that rhythm is where I should stick.
Yeah.
And
I think you had an Explorer once, didn't you?
Ibanez, yeah.
Yeah. And that's great. And a couple of Maiden guitars that are unique.
Okay.
What happened to you sold one of them?
Yeah, Explorer.
Yeah.
The Explorer, okay. Oh, wait, can you guys Google... So is it the Explorer, but is just called an Explorer guitar, or like that, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one though.
Sweet. Oh, like black and white like that?
No, the tanned one with the white.
Oh, really?
The wooden one,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's very cool. And then what about you, Jeremy? Like, what's
I played
yours?
just a Fender Jazz.
Yeah.
And a Ibanez Custom.
And so you're bass player then,
Bass
right?
player, yeah.
Yep.
Originally I first picked up the guitar, and then I wanted to play drums.
Yeah.
And they didn't want any of those people in the paper. No,
Sorry, not looking for a guitarist.
For a guitarist
Or a drummer.
They want bass players, all right. So, and I love Gene Simmons. Who doesn't?
Yeah, that's it.
So
fun little fact, right? Did you guys know that Gene Simmons owns the copyright to, you know how like saying Richie Rich, right? Or like something like where a bag of money with a dollar sign on the bag?
Yeah.
He owns the copyright to a bag with a dollar sign on it.
oh my god.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
That's power. Right?
That's power, right?
Yeah.
That's Gene Simmons.
That's Gene Simmons.
Wow.
And then I think as well they've just like Google this if you can, but I'm pretty sure they've just sold the rights to Kiss.
Yes,
They have
for
it.
AI.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Or
I think
something?
it was
Yeah.
maybe to Disney, but it's to
It
AI.
looks amazing. It looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, because then that way they can keep them young forever.
Yes.
But it's cool. But
Keep getting paid.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's it.
Who
Yeah.
didn't like Kiss back in the 70s and the way they looked? And if you can sustain that through the next millenniums, how cool is that? Because no other band did it
Exactly.
like that. you
Yeah.
know? Look at that. I mean, if they look like that forever, how good?
Yeah. Literal rock stars.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then, with your music and everything like that, so what are some of the most funnest gigs you guys have played? Like,
For me, it would have to be when I played like over at East.
Yeah.
With, Diatribe. Just
is there a Facebook page or anything for Diatribe? or
no,
anything?
because we broke up in 2005, I think it was.
Oh wow, so ages ago then.
So yeah. So we brought out 2 albums, well, an EP and an album.
Yep.
And then we broke up. Just different opinions and just life
Yeah.
gets to you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah.
We
Probably
played a couple shows in New Zealand. Back in 2017.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
alright.
that's
That
true.
was fun.
That was
That was fun actually.
Whereabouts in New Zealand, like
Auckland and Christchurch.
What were the pubs?
Wellington.
No, Wellington. Sorry.
What were the pubs called? Let's Google. Let's pull them up. Like, how long would that have been? Like,
2017
17
or 18.
Yeah.
and then so like, how did you guys organise that? You just hit up a few people.
Yeah,
Like, we're coming
our
over,
previous
or-
guitarist, he was good at managing side of things and networking, and he lined that up,
Yeah.
which was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And then so what? Like, you guys were over there for a week, or like just?
No, it was just a quick 3-day
Was it 3 days?
whirlwind.
Yeah, we played Thursday night and then Saturday night, I think it was. Or
Yeah, Friday, Saturday.
Saturday night, sorry.
Yeah. Wow.
So
alright.
Friday night in Auckland and then, Saturday night in Wellington.
How was it getting all the equipment from one city to the next?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very
Like, you
interesting.
didn't have a bus, right?
No, we just set up hired equipment.
Oh, hire equipment. Yeah.
So we hired over in New Zealand. We hired equipment, did we? Or did we?
Yeah,
Some
or
of
they
it was
provided
live.
drum kit. I took cymbals, stands, my snare,
Yeah.
kick pedal. Your basic sort of what the drummer needs when he's got like a basic kit sort of thing. So,
Okay.
which wasn't too bad. But yeah, flying with 2 suitcases isn't easy.
Yeah.
But,
That's
yeah.
right. Then, yeah. Yeah, well, that's amazing though to go for like a quick weekend and then fly back Sunday or fly back Monday.
Them two did. I stayed there for another week and went to Christchurch and did bungee jumping and all sorts. I thought, while I'm here, why not?
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, no, that was a good tour. It was even though it was only the 2 nights. Met a band over there called Just One Fix.
Okay.
They were really good. New Zealand band and a couple other bands there as well. So
I can't remember. Yeah.
there's a band, Adelaide band called Truth Corroded. They played over there at the same time.
Truth Corroded.
And Diatribe actually used to play with them as well. So it was, seeing them in New Zealand, it was like, dude, what are you doing here? Like, it was just,
It's a small world, right?
Yeah, very small
Australia's even smaller.
yes.
Yeah, no, that's amazing then. And so then, like, how many gigs would you guys have, like you've done a New Zealand tour, in a way, but then, like, how many gigs would you say you guys have done since you've joined the band? Like 10, 20, 30, 40?
Probably over a dozen at least.
Over a dozen,
Yeah.
How was it, like, integrating with the band? Do you guys, like...
What, me? As in...
like, and then, like,
It was actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
Because you got to get along with the people you work with, technically.
Yeah, that's it.
And if I didn't get along with them, then I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And neither would they. So, well, they might, but someone else. But, it's just, I don't know. Simo and I have got a thing where he plays and we both know where we're going with the song, so to speak. There is times where I'm a bit lost in the song and he'll be like, nah, play half beat or play it faster or slower or something like that to get the gist of the song. But no, we all gel well, we all get along, it's for me it's family, because I'm here from Adelaide, I've got no one else, sort of thing. So these two are like my brothers.
hanging out.
It's family basically.
We met in Freo for the first time over some beers, and from that point on, I thought, he's going to be in the band.
Yeah.
And
It wasn't like
It wasn't-
rehearsals next week. Or
I was thinking no.
But I thought, no, he's got to be in the band, and then a month later he was, so that was cool.
yeah. Well then, Simo, so like with the music you guys make, so then if you're doing the lyrics, what do you put towards the, like, you know how, like, say when, Taylor Swift makes songs about her ex-boyfriends kind of thing. Like when you guys make music together, right? And you put the lyrics together. What are some of the songs that have, like, what are the meanings behind them? Or is there anything, like a specific song that you do really love at all that we can pull up and play or anything like that at all?
I don't know. I'm just trying to
What
think.
is your favourite song, Simo? Out of all of them? I love that question.
Yeah?
What is your favourite song?
They're all my babies.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good political question. Answer.
Yeah, these days I find lyric writing a bit easier. I can just focus on sort of current events, and rather than just the classic breakup sort of.
Yeah.
And
Frequency Prism was a lot around, obviously, COVID.
Yep.
So if you listen to a lot of those lyrics and songs, they're like around COVID and shutdowns and people sort of standing up and going, well, hang on, I don't need to take a shot and stuff like that. So it's kind of political, very political as well. It has gotten political. So
so like a little hint of System of a Down in there then?
Yeah,
right?
kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Bit of rage sort of thing. So, yeah.
No, very cool. So how many songs have you guys got out at the moment then, other than the album that's coming out soon?
5 albums. So what?
So you got
well, just to give a bit of history. Back in, I think, 2011, we released our first EP titled Green Mosquito.
Yes.
Okay.
Then 2014, we did our debut album On Earth, which is probably our well received.
Yeah.
And then 2017 was another EP,
Eyes on the Prize.
Eyes on the Prize.
I was on the prize. Okay.
2020 was our second album,
Central
Ave, which is do it yourself. We did it ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't go to a rehearsal? Like, what do you remember doing yourself?
So I recorded the drums at Big Beat, and
Okay.
then all the guitars and vocals were recorded at my house on Central Ave, because I used to live on Central Ave in Beaufort Street.
Okay. Yeah.
So they were all recorded there, so that's why we called the album Central Ave, because apart from my drums, everything else was recorded there. So
Yeah. Wow.
Can
Can we play some of the music as well? Like, what song should we play to the audience?
Well, you got the classic one up there, Sunset Orange.
Sunset Orange
Has that got
is
12,800 views?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's been on a compilation album.
Yeah.
There it is.
So it gets that gets played everywhere. So
Have you swapped it to the computer? 'Cause it might still be playing off the phone. Yeah. So the little green little button on the left. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, this computer. And did you unmute it on the Yeah, sweet. All good. No, this sounds awesome though.
So I'm not actually drumming on this. So
Really?
this is a song that got released, and this is just before I joined. This is one of the last songs you recorded with Adrian.
Yeah, it was the last stuff we did.
So I don't know if that's saying something because it's like their biggest song since I come along, but
So then, what's the meaning behind this song with the lyrics? Then?
You did the video with this stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is there a music video for this as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which we
sweet.
did
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
no specific theme I could really pinpoint. Could be, yeah.
It's more of a trying to encompass a feeling that you
Okay.
have when you're in that state of mind of all things that you love to do,
Okay.
and it gets you higher to be somewhere. And how can you not be impressed by a sunset orange? You know, such a beautiful thing.
You
Yeah.
go
So it
on
relates to many
videos.
things.
If you go on videos, you should be able to find it on YouTube, I reckon.
And where did we record that?
Underground studio.
On the first one.
Underground Studios.
Yep, and that should be their page there, right?
It should
That's
be
that's
on there.
Yeah.
Is this Magnetic Eye Records? Okay.
No, so they were signed to Magnetic Eye Records before I joined.
Yep. So so what? Have you only been signed to one label, or you've been signed multiple? Yep.
Pretty much the one, yeah.
How was it though? Like, did they approach you? You approached them? Or?
Yeah, they heard the Green Mosquito EP,
Yep.
loved it, and they signed us up.
Yeah, very cool.
If you go videos, I reckon it should be in there somewhere.
That's the one top.
Top,
Oh,
top
that's
left.
cool.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best videos. We did it all ourselves, so
Pause Spotify.
We did it all?
Play off YouTube.
well we did because it's we started out very, very raw.
Wait, I'm mute YouTube though. You got like cafe music in the back. You
Elevator
guys are
music.
rocking out. And it's like do do do. Whoop. There we go. So where did you record this? And like, how long did it take you to record this music video?
So we did this at Big Beach Studios. So we went in for a rehearsal. I did all the camera work, all the editing. Just basically we just wanted a simple sort of showing us it playing. Turned it into black and white, added a few effects here and there, and this is the first film clip with me in the band. Obviously, I didn't record the drums, but
Yeah.
at the time with the release, we wanted a film clip, so 'cause
That's
it
cool.
still has Michael, the old guitarist, in it. So
And then so with like when you guys go and play live shows, do you ever put like visuals on or anything like that in the back? Or because
Nah,
I mean,
That's our dream.
that is the dream.
because that would be amazing as a backdrop. Like whilst you guys are rocking out, and then it's just black and white, how it's flickering and flashing like that.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just showcasing you guys, even though you're already playing
Yeah.
in front. Right? So then, you guys usually play for like a 1 hour set then, or
Yeah, 45 to 1 hour, depending on how much time they give you as well. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes they'll only give you half an hour. So
But it's astounding though, because it's like for me DJing, like the longest DJ set I've done is 11 hours, right? And that was in Fremantle. That was wild. But then it's like, as a band, playing for 1 hour is like that's a lot.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's a lot, and like a lot of people don't realize it. But like singing for an hour,
Yeah.
dancing around, playing in time, doing this, doing that, like sweating with the bloody like the coloured bloody lights, you know, pointing
Yeah.
down on you, like.
all the heat from the lights and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever like crowd surfed or anything like that at all? Or?
I haven't.
No.
No, believe it or not, I'm very.
I have at concerts, but yeah, not band-wise, but yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Simon?
I feel like
Probably
that's
a couple
yes.
times in the early 90s with...
At the Rock Inn. At the Rock Inn in Kalamunda was one of the greatest venues we played at.
The Rock Inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had we used to pack that joint.
Where's
Carragullen.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Is
Roughly
the
Hills.
Rock Inn still around?
It would be, but probably under a different name.
Yeah, yeah. But see, that's it. That's where it just sucks because like live music needs to come back. Like it's still here, obviously, but it's like it's sometimes it's better than DJing. Even though I'm a DJ, I'll safely say that. Like going to see people rock out 4, 5, 3, 6 people, whatever it is, on stage, having a good time. It's just that energy.
Yeah.
It's just you go there and you're like, wow, like this is gonna be fun.
And that's what sort of keeps you going is when you have those moments on stage where you click.
Yeah.
And it's not something you can explain. It's just all of a sudden you hit this groove and everybody's on it. The whole band is on it.
Yeah.
And it's just everything is perfect in the song, the sounds. Every song is just rolling off the instruments. There's a few of those moments we've had, which you sort of try and get to every time you go on live, but you don't always have that.
Yeah.
We've had a few of them.
So this is the Rock Inn here, but it says it's in Mount Lawley.
No, that's a guitar shop.
Oh, guitar
Yeah,
shop,
that's just in the road,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was about to say, it's like, what? No,
Yeah,
that's
it's probably
very
something else now. It might even be a restaurant now.
That's half the problem is a lot of venues just shut down.
Yeah.
They just... Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like I said it before, but the sewing room, like they got a sound engineer in there.
Yeah.
So then it's like you could stand at the front where the band is, and you sound you'll sound crystal clear, perfect, the whole lot. But then as soon as you walk back to the seating area, they soundproofed it so you can still talk, hang out, do whatever.
Yeah.
But you can just like go in between. They
Yeah.
spent so much money on that venue. And then it's like, it was a great venue for... So wait, that's it there.
That's my drum kit.
What the hell is that?
That's what we recorded the new album with.
Holy
So-
crap.
Yeah,
You must have so much fun on that thing.
I do. I have a lot of fun.
We do have to say, Aaron, you're having too much
Yes.
fun, buddy.
Yes. Simon tells me a lot to tone it down.
Yeah, sometimes overplaying can be...
Well, Aaron,
issue.
Aaron can do that. Aaron can do that. That's the thing. You know,
If
if
you
we were to let him go, he would hit every single drum of that perfectly and not stop.
So wait, how long have you been playing the drums for then?
Since I was 12.
Since you were 12?
So, well over 34 years now. So.
Yeah, wow. That's baffling.
Well,
Like,
24
so like,
years.
yeah, taking that to a gig and setting that up. Yeah.
It's funny as well because it's actually bigger than that now as well.
It's
Yeah, I've added a few more toms on the left-hand side and a couple more cymbals, so...
So when you go to record, you're like, yeah, I'd hit snare 3 and then I'll hit tom 2. Like,
Yeah, pretty much. Kieran and I have a lot of fun miking it up and recording it.
I can imagine, yeah.
So, which was good for Kieran because he's never, or not, I don't want to say he hasn't mic'd up kits, but he hasn't mic'd up
That.
something that big.
Yeah, I don't think
And
many people in Perth have.
I think that was the challenge, is trying to get the mics all set up. We only had 12 mics to work with as well, so 2
Yeah.
kick drums, 2 snares, 5 toms, plus the overheads, the electronic. So it was daunting, but at the same time, the result that we got was just phenomenal. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier with how Kieran's done it. Like, it just, yeah.
I can imagine, yeah.
I want to say I owe my life to him, but it's like I've never heard my kit sound so good, basically. So
That's so good, man. It's all, yeah, thanks to Kieran.
Yep.
Then. Yeah, both thumbs up. So then, like, when is the album coming out? How soon is that?
so hopefully October.
Yeah, but we could stretch it out.
We could probably
No real specific.
depends on. So Kieran and I do a lot of the mixing,
Yeah.
and the recording and stuff like that. So at the moment, I'd say we're probably halfway through.
Yeah, okay.
So there's still we've got some other instruments to do, synths, trombones, pianos, and stuff like that. We've still got to record.
Yep.
And saxophone.
Saxophone. As well
Saxophone.
from Jasper.
Sorry, I think I've forgotten that. You play the... No, you do, don't you? Yeah, I forgot that. And we talked about that at the party. I was very drunk.
So, yeah, Jasper's got a solo on one of our songs, Drain.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we've got to record him. So we're looking around probably, October, late October, probably November, sometime like that. So
And then who's playing the piano then as well?
Jeremy does a bit. There's
Okay.
another guy. I've forgotten his name.
Sarah.
Sareth.
Yeah.
He plays the piano
Nice,
as well.
nice.
So Simon's son's going to play the trombone.
Hopefully, yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
So yeah, never had wind instrumentation before, so it's
Never real wind.
Yeah.
We've had synthesizers
Okay.
back in the day.
Yeah.
And I think
Uh,
with owning the studio, it makes it a lot easier. You can just get people to come in and
Yeah, just do
trial
whatever you
and
want.
sort of
yeah.
thing. You don't have to, like, we're going to hire out the studio for the day and pay all this money and then go, oh, hang on, that
Yeah.
sounds terrible. Like, you can just go in and just experiment as much as you want. So,
I can imagine, like, every time you fly back, you probably just live in the studio, right?
literally.
Yeah. And then same thing with you guys as well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. When
does
we're
it-
there, we stay there.
yeah. Just have a few beers and hang out. And then
Yep.
yeah.
it's like, oh, I can't drive home. Better, practice some
Next
more.
to my drum kit.
The wife's just sitting there like, when are you coming home? Like, no, we're on our third song. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So then when you guys jam then, so like Simon, would you like write some lyrics or like would you have like a groove, or like Jeremy, would you like have like a little bit of like a bass, like
Simo comes in with the song.
really you could just come in?
Yeah,
times out of
sometimes I
10.
can demo song just on my phone with some.
And then he'll play that, and then we'll learn it,
Yeah.
and we'll see what Simon thinks of it. Because sometimes it's not the same.
Yeah.
But no, Simon comes in 9 times out of 10 with songs ready to go, and we just
It's still
Yeah.
collaboration.
still collaborate
Yeah.
to
get
get
some
the song
ideas
down,
from
so-
everyone, so it's group effort.
Because I'll have a beat in my head and Simon will say no, like I said before, like halve it
Yeah.
or something like that. So,
No, that's amazing.
yeah.
So then like, because like, will you just have the lyrics, or you actually like have like you play the guitar and record it off your phone like that, and then just bring it in?
Yeah, I try and write lyrics pretty much at the time, but even just some sort of phrasing that just works, that
Yeah.
flows,
Something. Yeah.
base it on that, and then
Yeah.
the lyrics will follow, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So how many songs did you guys say you have in total? Like, because if you got like,
I'd
like-
say well over 30.
yeah, that's really impressive.
So I've
In
recorded
fact,
a lot of
probably,
them,
Probably
and there's a
more.
lot that haven't been recorded.
There's
Yeah.
a lot that haven't been recorded, that have been recorded and haven't been released.
Yeah.
Some great stuff that hasn't been released.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've just got a backlog, to be honest, and we can bring any of those songs, any of the 10, 12 songs that are floating around back in the past to bring forward now.
Yeah.
And catching up with these guys like Jasper and Kieran and other musicians is what we want to bring on to our next album. We want to have just a female singer. We'd love to have a saxophone. We just, strings. We just want people to come in and play.
and a choir.
And a choir. So if anyone's out there thinking, oh, I've got nothing to do on a Friday night, go down to VHS and see Jupiter Zeus to see what they're up to, and say, look, I can play this instrument. What do you got? And we'll shit, yeah, man, come in.
Well, after this, like, because I've had so many guests on the podcast. Funnily enough, like I think it was like 4 episodes ago, we had a girl called Cara Spradbury come on, and she's just released like her first single. She's a singer, but she's a part of a choir.
Okay.
And so with that, it's like
Yeah. Because
connect you guys up if
absolutely,
you want.
if we can connect to everyone who loves to play things, any instruments and sounds, because we love to hear it.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's all networking, right?
Yeah.
It's
It
all
is.
hanging out and.
And
just-
we've only started to do that since we've got VHS,
yeah.
and even that's not enough time yet
Yeah.
to meet everyone that loves to do what we love to do. So
Yeah. Well, I can just imagine though, because like, how long have you had VHS for now?
Just over 3 years now.
Okay, 3 years. Yeah. No, that's good then, because then it's like I can imagine just people keep piling.
Probably
in
bought it at the worst possible time.
COVID, yeah.
Right in the middle of COVID, 2020.
Oh wow.
Probably the worst possible time you could buy anything. Especially
Wow.
a business.
But you working fly in fly out at the time? So you
yeah.
kind of keep
No, I
afloat?
wasn't. I was working actually at Perth College up the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And then I wanted to do the studio full time and just really get into that. And I did do that for a while, but it was just obviously you need an income. Like,
Yeah.
not saying that's not an income, but it's until you get a viable source, you don't quit your day job, so to speak.
Yeah.
So that's why I've gone job share. So I get 5 weeks on,
Yeah.
5 weeks off. Sorry, so I can spend a lot more time down there to record bands and get to know them
Yeah.
and yeah.
But see, that's what makes a good rehearsing studio, right? Is like when you go in, you feel like you're at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you feel like you're at home, then it's like, all right, well these guys are cool. Let's hang out and let's be part of it.
Yeah, there's always a good vibe that comes with good music.
Yeah.
And if they're a part of it, so be it. We'll put their name on the album and say you're on it, and let's do more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely,
amazing, though.
Absolutely.
So then, like, what do you guys want to do for the future as well? Like, because
Create the perfect song for us. I mean, we've done so many great songs, really, and none of them have. Some of them have reached their full potential, but a lot of 90% of them, to me, haven't reached their full potential, as in instrumentation.
yeah,
But that's because I love Pink Floyd and the psychedelic instruments, but
Jez is a bit overzealous.
with the rock stuff, we've created a great rock sound.
yeah.
We've done some great rock songs.
Can we play more of their music if that's all good?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I really just want to.
What about the new song?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
Call
Marathon.
them Marathon. Yeah.
Marathon. Okay. Yeah. So this hasn't been released yet.
No.
No,
It's a
so
world exclusive.
31st of this month, it'll get released
Yeah.
on Spotify, all of that, all your streaming services.
How was it for you guys as well? Like, because I will listen to this first. This is awesome.
Oh, cheers.
No, I do like this kind of stuff.
Nice.
Like, this is cool rock. Like,
Yeah, I'd say this next album's a lot more upbeat than the last one. Because
Yeah.
obviously, because of COVID, Frequency Prism was a real, I don't want to say a downer, but it was written around, obviously, lockdowns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whereas this is now sort of fighting back, so to speak, and just saying, well, hang on, you can't do this to us. We are here, we are people. Like, yeah, so...
yeah, to be honest, it is quite astounding. Like, because a lot of people from outside of Australia were looking at us when COVID was going on, being like, "Whoa, like the government's doing this? Like,
Yeah.
this is a bit scary." Like,
It is. It was.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, like for me, like my mental health suffered. It suffered tremendously because I've been DJing.
Yeah.
I only got into emergency services because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why. Because then I started doing up north because that mining doesn't stop, right?
That's right.
It was like, yeah, look, there's a virus going on around,
Yep.
and, you know, pandemic's
right.
happening,
Put a
but
mask on and get to work.
mining has to keep happening. Mining stops, Australia stops.
Money
Trucks
doesn't
stop, and Australia
Yeah,
stops.
yeah.
Exactly.
So,
So that can have an influence on what's happening musically. So
yeah.
yeah, it's a big
But,
thing.
but that's what's so beautiful about like creating your own music, right? It's because like from all the experiences around you, things affecting you, this, that, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you can actually use it as like a way to, as like self-expression in a way. You can use it to be able to actually, you know.
Yeah, to help cleanse the mind and get rid of your whatever it is that bugs you. You can get rid of it playing instruments, putting things together. So.
That's
And
it.
you can
It's
definitely hear
spot
that
on.
like 2 years ago with COVID, like a lot of bands, just obviously with lockdown and stuff like that, you can hear in lyrics in some of the bands I listen to anyway, just you can tell like it was not a fun time, obviously, which it wasn't for anyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, but this album here is more upbeat. It's more we're free, let's go,
Yeah, that's it. Let's party.
break free. So,
So, how many songs are on this album?
8.
8. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, there could have been a lot more, but time dictates sometimes how long an album is.
I think as well is
Because-
like a lot of people don't. I don't know. This is. I mean, I listen music as a music lover. I listen to albums from front to back, and I know a lot of people just listen to a song, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I know this song, and it's like, well, what's the name of the band? Oh, I don't know.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
so
Like-
sad. And
Yeah.
so, like,
And-
honestly, I blame that. TikTok,
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, the whole lot. Like when Linkin Park released Hybrid Theory, and it's like you
Yep.
listen from the beginning to the end.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like Meteora. All the other, like, you know, so many bands did that because it's a journey.
yeah, that's
They
right.
release an album and
And
it's
that's
a
the
whole
reason why
journey.
artists do that is you're writing a journey sort of thing. Whereas a lot of people listen to music and go, oh, that's a cool song.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, hang on, have you listened to the whole story?
That's
Like,
it.
Listen to the whole album and then you'll get the gist of what they're trying to get through on that song sort of thing, like the single or whatever it is.
But
So,
it seems like a lot of record labels these days are just pushing singles and EPs.
Yeah.
Because people don't have the attention span to listen
No.
to 7, 8, 9, 10 songs.
Well, I-
which is stupid.
I heard
Like, it's-
Slipknot are only just releasing singles from now on and not albums
I'm
because
not
of that
surprised.
simple fact is people
Yeah.
just listen to singles, they don't listen to albums anymore.
And it's sad, right? What's happening to humanity?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
We blame the microwave.
Wait, what? We blame the microwave. Yeah, I'm with you for that. Bloody microwaves.
Yeah.
Like,
We want the food now. 2 minutes. Done. There you go.
that's it.
Your
Just
brain's
nuke all the atoms.
Frequency Prison.
Okay.
That was our cover. If you
Because we thought about it.
bring up Frequency Prison,
With a skeleton in
the
its
album cover is actually a skeleton in a microwave.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because that was
That's
the whole
cool.
point. Like Frequency Prison, you're stuck inside the frequencies because that's what microwaves are, and yeah. So
You get anything you want from a microwave food-wise, you know?
Yeah, that's it. So I got to ask as well. So where did the name Jupiter Zeus come from? Because it's unique. It's cool. It's not like.
well, it was originally Jupiter Soup,
Yeah. I had
but I'll let them too.
I had some music because I was living in a studio back in Munster where we recorded Sadness versus Madness. I lived in there for, I don't know for how long, a couple of years.
Wait,
and I was-
lived in a rehearsing studio.
Yeah, studio. And
So they just had like a back room for you? Or
no,
like-
it was this beautiful old home
Okay.
built back in the 60s. It was all wooden floors, had great big rooms, and just had 10 rooms, I think. And they were all massive. And it was set up to a studio. And I was just playing some music, and I had to come up with a title for it. And I thought, oh, Jupiter Soup. So I chucked that in. And I said, that's not a bad name for a band. And then I think our drummer at that time said, nah, you can't have that.
Yeah.
And he came up with Jupiter Zeus.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
that's-
it was the start
The
off.
two
as a-
two names are the same
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because Zeus is the god,
God
of
Jupiter.
god of Jupiter. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got Roman and Greek sort of thing, I guess.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. I mean, Jupiter Soup. Like, it sounds. It's passable, right?
Yeah, it is possible, but yeah, not as good as this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he said Jupiter Zeus, we thought, yeah.
Yeah.
So we stuck with it.
No, they're very, very, very cool then. So, like, what are some of the most like the best moments you guys have had on stage in the past? Like, and like, have you ever had anything go wrong at all? Like when you've been on stage, and like, how did you
Oh, yeah.
adapt to fix it?
When we were in Auckland, when we were playing in Wellington, I took all my drum gear over. So I had my cymbal bag, my kick pedal bag, my snare bag. So I had all them all locked.
Yep.
So we went to the venue. Literally 15 minutes before we were about to play, about to set up, I hadn't unlocked all my padlocks. So it's like, shit, how am I going to break into this stuff? So we tried to get Michael, the guitarist. He had a pair of pliers. We tried to break them. Like, they're only small padlocks, but
Yeah.
we tried to break them. And I'm like, just give me the key, man. I'll run to the hotel and grab the key. So I ran back to the hotel, because the hotel was only around the corner. Unlocked it all, set it all up. It's like, thank God.
Wow. That would have. Yeah.
So yeah, I went into panic mode massively, and
I can
Michael was
imagine.
actually good. He was like, "No, I got a pair of pliers. We'll try this," and pretty calm. But then I just said, "No, I'll just run back and grab the key." So
No, that's all right.
that's. But apart from on stage, for me, nothing really, sort of thing. Like a few falls and stuff like that, but nothing
Yeah.
major.
I think that
So-
one of the best shows we did as this unit was as a three-piece too, I believe we were at the Swan basement.
Oh, okay.
But we were upstairs.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
one
yes.
basement.
To me, that was one of the best gigs because the sound guy there had the foldback coming back so well
Mm.
that no matter what you played, you could hear it. And when you can hear everything that everyone's playing, you get in the groove. And I could hear Aaron just pounding. I could hear Simone's vocals and his guitar. And I think that was one of the. If we had recorded that show live, there wouldn't have been many. There would have been no errors. I don't think. It was just very, very connected.
Yeah.
That was a great show. That was a
Can we
great
look
show.
up Swan basement as well? Like,
I
because I've
think
never
because we
been to the
had-
upstairs part.
That is a great venue.
Yeah.
It is a great venue. I mean, I don't know why it's not more
Have you seen-
advertised, and it probably is.
Have you
but
seen what they've done downstairs now, though?
No.
They've fully changed it up. They made it like a DJ thing, like a little nightclub
okay.
thing. But then
course
the
they did.
sound system they put in there, they put a festival sound system in there. I'm
Why?
not even kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, so they got a void sound system in there, which is like 70k worth of speakers and stuff. But it's all like, it's a Bushduffer who they've obviously either
Yeah.
bought or rented it or whatever the go is. But they're full on turned it down. Like,
'cause
so no more bands downstairs, I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a great
That
venue,
sucks.
and it sucks
That
that
was
it's
good.
moved. It was a great venue.
Downstairs was good.
Yeah, it's such a great environment, and you could put 150 people in there, it'd be so packed
Yeah.
and so good.
But that's the thing about it. It's like that place has been around for a long time.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like a long
absolutely.
time. Because it's just like, it's in between. Yeah, actually, no.
That's on top. That's upstairs.
That's up top. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that is up top.
Yeah,
okay.
that's upstairs.
Yeah, that was a good.
Damn,
show.
that's a big room.
Yeah, it's a good. It's a great room up there.
Oh, where's that?
I have outside.
Wow, I look different.
You got hair.
Where'd that come from? But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
Great
see,
thing.
that's it. That's the sound system. That's what it's
Okay.
kind of like. It's called 201 Below. That's it.
Yeah, right.
Below the Swan Basement.
wow.
Well, it is the Swan Basement. It's below the Swan Hotel.
And I can understand you want to move with the times, but rock and roll hasn't died, so
Yeah. But that's it. Like, we just... Somehow it has to make a comeback. Because you can't let it die. Like, you know, kids growing up, and it's like, okay, here's a laptop and a DJ controller. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
no, here's a guitar.
Yeah.
Man, you know, play the guitar.
yeah, you can just almost borrow from someone
Yeah.
and write your own tune without thinking about it. If you've got some sort of musical talent, you can sit there with an iPad and create great songs. And I think Flume was one of those guys who
Yeah.
just sat there, and because he's magical, he could do that. But a lot of people just want to play an instrument, and
Well, look at the Gorillas as well. It's like they literally made everything through GarageBand, basically.
Yeah.
On bloody MacBooks. So.
and I mean that's incredible too.
Yeah, that's it.
And I love their live show. Jeez.
Yeah, I haven't seen their live show. I've always wanted to, but it would have been absolutely incredible. So then, yeah. So you guys got quite a lot coming up in the future, by the
Yes.
by the sounds of it.
Yes, we do.
And then, yeah,
Plenty of albums still in us. Lots
Oh,
of
definitely.
music.
Yeah.
Lots of music.
Can we actually like pull up the catalog and go through the catalog on Spotify? How have you guys found tackling like social media and like, you know, trying to keep up with the times in a way? Because like it's such a headache sometimes.
It's lucky we have Arabs,
Personally,
to
I
be
hate
honest.
social media.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, so do I.
'Cause
But
I
it's
just, I don't know. I used to be into it, and now I'm just, I don't know. It just, to me, it distanced people.
yeah,
Like, you don't have that interaction of what me and you are doing right now.
Yep.
Like, it's more like through a screen, and it's like, just, I don't know.
yeah.
That for me, that's business, if a work meeting or something like that. But to network and stuff, to talk to people face to face, like you get the sense of who that person is as well.
Yeah.
Like, whereas through social media, I feel half of it's just fake anyway.
That's it. Yeah.
Most people put up photos, and I'll admit I've done it as well. The best photos of your life and all that, when you're really deepest down, feel like shit, but you'll put a photo up just to make yourself feel look good, sort of thing. And I think that with social media, that's just the
Yeah, it's
And-
just
Yeah.
a dopamine hit.
Yeah.
exactly. That's what it was, and that's why I got off social media, because I found it was like I'm trying to please myself,
Yeah.
so to speak. Like, and it's like, you know what, you're not that person. That's not you.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole of depression in a way. Like I honestly have to say, like, because I mean I'm born in 1992, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not in the 80s or anything like that at all. But it's like I honestly think, because like my dad was a farmer, my granddad
Oh,
was a
love it.
farmer as well. But then saying that though, right? My granddad, you know, he wasn't religious as say, but he was a Freemason. But then being a Freemason, it's like, from looking back on it, it's like in the middle of the farming community, you didn't have a phone to be able to go and look at the news or anything like that.
No.
You know, you basically go to church or something, or go to Freemasonry or whatever on the Sunday or whenever they'd meet up to go and see what everyone's up to,
Yep.
see what's going on. And then you get the morals and the, you know, you get like taught life lessons and all this and all that. Because you didn't have a mobile phone in your palm of your hand telling you that Britney Spears has just shaved her head,
Yeah,
right? Like,
exactly.
you don't need that. Well, that's amazing.
You only just found out.
British, yeah, this is ages ago though. This is years.
Yeah.
ago.
It's probably before you're born.
But it is one of those situations where it's like
It's affected music. So.
no, but it's affected everything.
Yeah.
And it really has affected music, and it's sad. It's really sad because so there you go. We just had to pull that up just for
Oh,
context.
she's out of aliens.
But isn't it like, I honestly think social media is like, it's destroying culture. It's destroying music. It's destroying this. It's destroying that.
I'd agree, but in a way it is good because
Yeah,
it
it
gets
connects
us a
everyone.
chance to go worldwide,
That's
so to
it.
speak, and people to listen to us in London and stuff like that.
Actually, we we're just looking the other day at where songs were played in Poland.
Poland.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that's cool, right?
Yeah.
That's cool for social media.
Yeah.
We're playing in Poland. But it doesn't affect us here.
Yeah.
No,
But it is good to know.
Yeah, it's good
I
to
don't
know
know.
people
someone-
all around the world are listening. Like that's probably the good part of social media. Whereas it's like what you said. Like it depends on how involved you get in with social media yourself.
That's it.
Whether you just look at it and go, okay, I'm gonna tell everyone I'm happy today. I'm gonna tell everyone I'm sad. Whatever it is, like it's how you get involved with it,
Yeah.
basically. So
That's it, and that's where it becomes, like you said, it's like almost like a fake profile. Almost.
Yeah.
But then it's like, say, like with your studio VHS recording, right? Then it's like you got to make that look as nice and pretty
Exactly.
as possible in the whole lot.
because that's a business, and that's
That's it.
That's right.
Someone wants to scroll past and go, oh, look at that. I haven't been there yet. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
But that's what sucks as well. It's like when we're talking about Express Magazine. You know, as a kid, I used to love going to my uncle's pub and just going, bang, what's going on
Reading
in
out.
Perth?
Yeah.
yeah.
But now it's like Express doesn't even really exist anymore.
No.
It does.
Yeah, that's the other talking point, Will, around before the digital revolution and streaming and how it's affected money and
Yeah.
Venues.
and how much we earn from streams that we get
Yeah.
every few months.
we get about $25.
But no, but that's not bad. You're
But-
making something. Like,
It's So
like, can we look up how many plays do you need to make $1 for
I think
like
it's 1,000 plays.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But then it also works out to be, it's like, if you want to make money from YouTube and you want to make a living off YouTube, you need to be making like millions of views.
Well, I think you need a minimum of so many people as well.
Yeah.
Before you can monetize it or something.
That's it. Subscribers and all sorts. They have all these
Yeah.
bloody like gatekeeping stuff.
Yeah.
So there you go. So what does it say for Spotify pay per stream?
229 streams, is it? To make $1.
I thought it was more than that.
Yeah, I thought it was more than that as well.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. I thought it was like 1,000 or something, or 10,000.
1,000 streams you bring you income.
But there's like, there's heaps though, because it's like, you know, SoundCloud, there's Spotify, there's
Yeah.
YouTube, there's so many different platforms. But that's where it's like everyone's so spread thin.
Yeah.
But then before, as I said, you go and get an Express magazine. It's like, oh, look, you can go to Rosemount and go to Rosie tonight, and then you get to see this band. Let's
Yeah.
go see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's where bands were more like local legends.
more
I
like
guess.
word of mouth, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where you can go and have fun. But then obviously now it's like it's all DJing and stuff. But it's like look at me, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but I'm not really doing anything though. I'm just
Just playing
popular on
songs.
social media.
Yeah.
And so this is something I found through going to Capitol and Amplifier all the time back in the day. But it turns out as well, it's like not so much for bands, but for DJs. Sometimes it would happen with bands though. But you wouldn't get booked unless you could guarantee people through the doors.
And that's the problem we have.
That's today as well.
That's today. If you don't come up with a number that they're happy with, no.
And isn't that sad, right?
Yes.
Because you could be
Very
making
sad.
some wicked music, and you know that it's like you could be playing that song, and whoever walks through the door is going to love that tune.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't guarantee that. Oh,
They'll
you know.
come and watch it. So.
But that's where it's stupid, because then it's all these kids that just leave high school and they were popular in high school, and they've just like 2 years after they've just turned 18. Oh, I'm DJing at this nightclub, and like, you know, they bring 60, 80 of their mates.
Yeah.
But they're talentless. Like they might be talented. You never know, because you can't
But
just
they're bringing
label
income
someone.
for the venue.
That's
And
it.
That's
That's
what
the
the venue
main thing.
wants.
Yeah.
If the venue's got income, great, play,
Yeah.
do what you got to
do whatever you have
Yeah.
to.
But I think that might be just an Australian thing. Maybe. I hope it's just an
I
Australian
know
thing.
in America you can pay to play,
You can pay to
Yes.
play.
so you can fork out.
You can play with
I
Metallica
think
if
it's
you have
like
enough money.
10 grand, and you can get on like the bill of like Ozzy Osbourne's shows and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So you
wow.
pay to play. So you pay them money, you play, and then obviously you'll get a boost, because if you're, say, for argument's sake, if Ozzy Osbourne come out and we paid him 20 grand to play, be their support act, like you can imagine the depending on the music of how they like or who we are, sort of thing, like they would be like, oh, cool, Jupiter Zeus, bang. And you'd get a rise in interest, so to speak.
That's it, yeah.
But I know that's in America. I don't think it is here.
No,
But
I've never heard of that here.
But in America, yeah, there's festivals over there you can pay to play, and
Yeah.
I think that's more for all more upcoming bands as well to get on a bill with this, like big bands and stuff like that. So,
But then that's still a bit silly because then it's like if you guys, if you're just a bunch of guys that just finished high school or maybe like even in your 30s or anything like that, and then you're in the band, and it's like, oh well, we got to pay $500.
Yeah.
We got to come up with $500 to play at the local pub.
Exactly.
Like, it's fair but not fair.
Nah,
you get
that's
given
right.
a go, but at the same time, it's like you're not.
you're paying to be there. So, yeah.
But that's where, like, this is, like, something I wanted to touch on as well. So it's, like, with DJs, because it's only just you playing the music and you're playing other people's music, then it's like, I managed to make a job out of it in a way.
Yeah, amazing.
And it's like, it managed to, I worked it out the other day, but I think I've played at, like, 54 different venues around Perth.
yeah, right.
Yeah, just over the years and stuff. But then, like, with a band, it's like, you might get $400 the night, and then you got to split it all up between everyone.
Exactly.
And when you split it up between everyone, it's like, all right, well, we pay for our fuel, and we'll go get some beers.
Yep.
And it's all right.
Most
like,
I ever got paid at a concert was $2.
$2.
$2. We're on a. This is back in Adelaide. I was
$2.
19, so the guitarist was 16.
Yeah.
So he obviously had to have his parents there and stuff like that. We played after a major band.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of the band, but we played after him. And there was like probably about 200 people in the venue watching this band.
Yeah.
And then when we come on, there was like 5. And it was literally like my dad, the guitarist's dad, the bass player's dad, like just family basically. And then afterwards, yeah, we got paid. I think there was 4 of us in the band. It's like $8.
$8.
And I got a beer because I was the oldest, so I could actually drink.
Yeah.
So I got beer. It's like, yes.
Yeah, at least you got something. Yeah.
But yeah, that was back then as well. So,
But then it's like, how does it equate? Because once again, we're talking about bands trying to survive and get through the times and stuff.
Can't.
But then it's like unless you're a cover band,
yeah.
it's very difficult. Like
Yeah.
a really good friend of mine, her boyfriend is in an excess cover band, and they tour Australia
Yeah.
every year. They tour Australia, but they they're just playing Suicide Blonde and Mystify and this
Yeah,
and that
covers.
Yeah, that's it. But at the same time, it's like they get to travel,
Yeah,
which is
that's
kind of
right.
cool. But they're not playing their own music,
That's
which
right.
sucks.
Yeah.
Because then if they were playing their own music, could be good. But then it's like, oh, In Excess cover band, Margaret
Yeah.
River, sweet, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, it's something has to happen. I reckon.
Yeah.
Something has to change, or something has to evolve, or just to make it so live music is more prominent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, look at the festivals we lost as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's it. Soundwave.
yeah.
When Soundwave was here,
Big Day Out, all of them, like
yeah.
And now it's because of the cost it takes from
Insurance.
just the money
insurance,
to travel across Australia now is too much for.
Yeah.
I
even
suppose
big
that's
bands.
part of the thing as well, is us being here, as they say, the arse end of the world or whatever. But yeah, everything costs money. Obviously, I mean, a lot of artists. I mean, I do it for the love.
Yeah.
I could spend millions of dollars and not get anywhere in life, but I would. The fact
be
that
doing
I've released albums, I've released things.
And seeing your drum kit as well.
To me, that's my dream. That was
Yeah.
my dream when I started playing drums, was just to record a song and be on an album, and I did that. So everything after that to me is just, I love it. Like it's just,
Well, it's passion.
It's my journey. It's
Yeah.
it's my passion. So
That's honestly, that's the same with me as well. Because like with a DJ, I might have to play ABBA every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Cyndi Lauper or Whitney Houston stuff. But at the same time, it's like seeing people have so much fun.
and that's right. Like you watch the dance floor, just like everyone's just loving it.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
And it
No
just
one's standing there
reflects,
going,
yeah.
"What are you playing this for?" Like,
That's it. Sometimes
so-
that happens.
Well, there probably is a couple of guys like, "What the hell?"
yeah, it's like,
But,
why are you
yeah.
playing Venga Boys? It's like, look at the girls over there. Don't look at me. Look at me. That's it. You go dance with them. It's like I like it. I deal with it. But that's it. So yeah. So we're running out of time though. I can't believe that thing happened before the bloody the power going out.
That was
That's
hilarious.
probably my fault.
yeah,
You and Motley
bad
Crue.
mouthing Motley Crue.
It's electricity for some reason this week. Power has just, I tend to knock it about.
Yeah. So what's in store for VHS then? Like, what do you guys want to do with that?
Eventually we want to to be honest, I want to literally gut it and redo it.
Yeah.
Revamp it.
That'd be a cool project. That'd be so much fun.
Because it's so old, so I don't want to say it's outdated. It's still a great place to rehearse and stuff like that. But recording wise, we've got a piano guy that's next door that you can hear when he's playing piano and stuff like that. So we want to just basically reinforce the rooms, make them. Kieran, you can help me with this.
Acoustically acceptable.
That's
I
it.
don't know, but,
That is it. Acoustically acceptable sort of thing. So. So yeah, eventually evolve. Like it won't happen overnight, but it's going to be an evolvement, and we want people to sort of come in and help us with that journey, so to speak. So record there and express like maybe even like what we could do different, like what they think and stuff like that. But basically, VHS will probably rebrand as well. We'll probably name it something else. But yeah, that's what we want to do. We just want to get the younger generation in as well. That's the thing. It's instead of sitting behind a laptop and stuff like that and DJing, just get bands and kids that are playing instruments together and just to play and see what it's like.
But see, once again, it's like it just brings people together. Because when you're in a band, it's like, oh, you play drums? Oh, yeah, like, you know, do you want to have a jam?
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, you have that controller? Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like, oh, you play vinyl? Oh, I see how it is. Oh, you're a laptop DJ.
you still have a landline?
Yeah, that's it.
But no, it's going to evolve, and we'll be there with it.
Yeah.
We'll be making.
I think it'll take time. It's not something, like I said, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It'll eventually happen. It's just trying to find.
Well, we've found
where it is.
We've found some great masterminds over there. To be honest, we've come across.
How did you guys meet these two? Like,
so Kieran and I met through his dad.
Okay.
So I used to work with his dad at Perth College.
Okay.
I remember. I remember. Kevin, isn't it? Kevin talking to me about his son's doing music and engineering and stuff like that, and I was always interested in the recording process and stuff like that. And then I'll never ever forget it. And yeah, I got to a point where I don't want to say I wanted to give it up, but I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? And I remember Kevin ringing me on my birthday when I was up north and wishing me a happy birthday. One, I was like, I haven't spoken to you in 2 years. How the fuck do you remember my birthday? And the second one was about Kieran wanting to rent out a studio down there because he's in engineering. And I just went, oh my God, this makes so much sense. I can learn so much from this kid. So much from him.
He's amazing.
Like, just... He really is. Like, I have learnt so much. I just owe so much to him. I don't know how to thank him. Because the amount I've learnt and the amount I have just attained within myself is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, there you go, Kieran.
For everyone.
Thumbs up.
He gets how we communicate, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing that we come across him and Jasper just like this. So we know things can happen, and we want to be at the top of it.
And then, so then, Jasper, how do you come into the picture then? Through Kieran? Yeah. Yeah, nice.
I mean, we've only
And then we found out he played saxophone, but we were like, you're on the album.
It's still being written.
They're still being written, yeah.
And I know we can do other things, so we're onto him now.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then, so for Jupiter Zeus, then, so you're releasing the album, and then, like, what else do you guys want for the future for it? Like,
We'll probably get straight into the next album.
Yeah.
We have got the 6 songs, I think, for
Currently.
the next album.
Ready to go.
Starting to basically evolve and find out what we need before we push record, so to speak. And
yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
and just release the back catalogue of songs and try and get as many songs. Just do what we do, basically. Just get songs out there and
We
play.
get better and better and better at it.
Yeah.
Because knowing these guys has made. Yeah, we just this album is awesome. So the next albums after this are going to be even better. So
Yeah, that's
awesome.
amazing. So the album's coming out when again?
October.
Should be
October-ish,
probably start of November. I'd
start
say.
of November.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like towards the end of the year,
Yeah.
maybe beginning of next year, depending on how things come out.
Yeah, depending on how things go. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
No, it's amazing then. Well, yeah. Cheers for coming on, though. You
Yeah.
guys.
No
It's
worries.
been
Thank you for
Love
having
it.
us.
This is a great setup and amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I'm glad
it's
this,
just
this can
free
happen.
flow and hang out. And have
Yeah.
a few beers, right?
I'm glad this can happen.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, cheers. And then, so next week we have, let's have a look. Next week, what's the date today? It's the 22nd. Rob Perry coming on. So Rob Perry is a new DJ a new DJ in the scene, but he's been playing around Hillary's and a few nightclubs in the city, and I'm just going to get him on just to talk about how he got into music and what his journey's been like so far. So it should be
Absolutely
right.
amazing. And I'm glad things like this take place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's
Absolutely.
like, in a way, it's like if we don't all help out each other, then how
It's
does
networking, like you said. It's
Yeah.
it's networking.
And you know, just to come across you, for example, like I find that amazing.
yeah?
Like when I come
I'm just a
across Kieran,
bloke doing bloke
yeah,
things.
across these guys was just amazing. That lead to better things, and that's amazing.
Yeah, we're all on our own journey.
Yeah.
And we're making it happen,
Exactly.
right?
Making it happen. That's the thing.
Yeah. All right, well, cheers for that.
Thank
and
you.
then we'll see you guys next week with Rob Perry. So cheers for watching and cheers with the beers.
No worries.
All right, we'll see you guys soon, all right? Catch ya.
Thank
Yeah, that's it. But that's not it.